Welcome to the deep dive. We sift through the noise, find the signal, and basically give you the quick route to knowing what's important. Today, we're really getting into artificial intelligence, and our source material is a bit different this time. It's not, a standard article. Think of it more like a framework or maybe a map.
Yeah, like a blueprint almost. It outlines the key areas in AI people are zeroing in on right now.
Exactly. So our mission today is to unpack this map, figure out what specific tech advances and societal impacts it's telling us are crucial to understand.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, so let's kick things off with the tech itself. This map, our source, it points straight away to some big recent developments in AI.
It does, and what's interesting is which ones it highlights. It's not just AI broadly, it's specific things.
Like what?
Well, first up is generative AI. Things like GPT, DLLE, even Sora for video generation.
One's creating stuff,
Yeah,
basically. Text, images.
right. And the source flags these as, well, really significant. They're pushing boundaries on creativity, what machines can produce. It's not just copying anymore.
Okay, what else?
Then there's machine learning,
Yeah.
which is kind of the engine behind a lot of this, isn't it?
The learning part.
Exactly. How computers learn from huge data sets. It's getting better and better, driving things from, say, medical diagnosis predictions to just recognizing patterns we'd never spot.
And the third one mentioned.
Autonomous systems.
Mhm.
So think self-driving cars, maybe advanced robotics in factories,
Mhm.
systems that operate largely on their own,
Making decisions.
making decisions, yeah, in complex, sometimes high-stakes environments. The framework singles these three out, generative, machine learning, autonomous systems, as the key recent technical leaps we need to watch.
Okay, so those are the big tech pieces. But, I mean, the framework doesn't just stop there, does it? It seems to pivot pretty quickly.
Oh, absolutely. It moves right from the
Yeah,
what the technology to the so what?
the impact.
The impact on,
Well, us,
yeah,
society.
precisely. And this is where it gets really interesting, I think. The framework lays out 5 specific areas where it demands analysis of AI's impact.
5 areas. Okay, what are they?
It lists society as a whole, education, health, employment, and, crucially, ethics.
Wow. Okay. Those are big ones.
They really are. And the source doesn't just list them. It explicitly asks for, examples, data, expert opinions on the effects in each of these domains.
So it's not just saying AI affects jobs, it's saying analyze how it affects jobs, show the evidence.
Exactly that. It underlines how seriously we need to consider the consequences. These 5 areas, they're basically the main lenses the framework suggests we use to view how AI is weaving itself into our lives.
Right. Society, education, health, employment, ethics.
Got it. So if we step back,
Mhm.
what's the big takeaway here for someone trying to get a handle on AI? What does this map, this framework actually give you? Well, I think it acts like a high-level guide. It shows you the major territories in the whole AI conversation that are considered essential right now,
So it tells you what to pay attention to.
pretty much. If you want to be properly informed about where AI is and where it might be going, this framework suggests these technical advancements and these societal impact zones are the places to focus your attention. It's a guide for deeper digging.
Makes sense. It directs your focus to where the key questions are being asked. Okay, and that really brings our deep dive into this AI framework towards a close. We've seen how it maps out both the cutting edge of the tech
Like generative AI and autonomous
and
systems.
also the really profound societal questions it raises across those 5 key areas.
Looking at this structure raises a final important point, I think.
Oh, yeah? What's that?
Just asking why these specific things, why these particular technologies and these specific impact areas singled out for immediate analysis right now.
Good question.
It sort of nudges us to think about what the current priorities are in the global conversation about AI. What are the main hopes, the main fears, the big challenges that experts and maybe policymakers are grappling with today?
Right, it reflects what's considered most pressing. So a final thought for you to consider. If this framework highlights these specific technologies and societal impacts, how might that focus shape the future? How could it influence where AI development goes next, and maybe how quickly or carefully it becomes part of our everyday lives? Something to think about. Thanks for joining us on the Deep Dive.